A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Back at it again. Yes, man. We're calling this one a reasoning video. We're going to hold a reasoning, my viewers and subscribers. So the IPL is ongoing, and I know that my cricket loving people, you guys are all tuned in, watching, and taking in all the excitement. I am thinking to myself, I don't know if I'm the only one, that I could probably enjoy it some more if I was seeing more of our players out there. But I just one of them things. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. We're going to talk about the T20 World Cup that is coming up on us. The fact that after the IPL, we only have probably a series against South Africa. Still not concrete. We heard Miles Bascom and I think it was Darren Sammy speaking about us potentially playing South Africa prior to the T20 World Cup. It's not on the West Indies website or anything like that, so it's probably nothing concrete as yet. So we're going to talk about some of the players that we call key players that we would expect to play key roles in our T20 campaign, but they are not too active right now in terms of the IPL. So comment section is open. I will be there, well, not giving a listening ear, but looking what you guys have to say on this one. I don't want it to seem as if I am overthinking this, because I know we only have each team probably play four the most, probably 3 games so far in the IPL 2024. So I don't want to seem as if I'm overthinking it and saying that our players aren't getting enough game, because they're not obligated to play in our players. That is something that we need to understand as fans, as supporters of the Caribbean men. You understand? Because our players were picked up at the draft, it doesn't mean that they are obligated to put them on the field. You understand? So we need to get that out of our mind that they are fighting us and they don't want to play us. I don't know where we get that from. I said something the other day and someone was saying in the comment section that is not true. I was saying that, when we had guys like Pollard and Gale and Bravo and Narayan and Russell and, Badri and all of these guys, when they were at the peak of the pros in the IPL, we were, our guys, their names were probably the first on the paper. And I am saying that the quality is not there as it was back then. And, I don't remember who it was, but they were saying that, listen, nothing to go, so we still have the quality to match with the with what is happening, with the rest of quality around the world. And you probably have 1 or 2 guys that will be able to do some stuff, but they are not as consistent as when we had, people like the Gales of the world and Narayan and Russell. They are still there, Bravos of this world. The guys that we have now, they can give you a thing, but they are not as consistent. At least in my opinion. I am probably watching something different. But yeah, so back to what I was saying, all my people. So with the T20 World Cup starting on the 1st of June, it's really a tricky situation that we find ourselves in right now. Because a couple of our guys that you would be looking and you would be saying, yes, we're happy that they got picked up in the IPL. At least they will be sharp, they will be match ready, because you're expecting them to get game time. As I said, it's just the beginning, so probably further down we'll see a couple of our guys being integrated into the team. And I understand that, our guys, they have to be fighting with the other overseas players, because you can only play, I think, 4 or 5 overseas players. I think about 4 or 5 overseas players in the team, right? So that is something that we have to look at also. Looking at a team like Mumbai Indians, I think they have lost 3 games on the trot, and immediately we would look and we would say, Romaro Shepherd is there, we can bring him in. But we have to remember, we have to look at the role that he's going to play. Look at who he would have to come in for before we can say these sort of things, If we even look at somebody like a Shea Hope played the first game for his team. And, he was actually the top scorer. think he got 30 something, and we haven't seen him since. You understand? He top scored and we haven't seen him since. And some people are still not too sure what they want to think about Hope. Some are saying, listen, this man is definitely going to be the one to bat and to help us in this World Cup. While some people are still of the notion that he's not a T20 player. Well, IPL people them see it differently, right? Rahman Paul, who is the captain, right? We can't have our captain going in and, you know, we are worried and wondering what's going to happen. You understand? As I said, it's a long way to go. And the IPL final 2024 will be 5 days prior to the World Cup. And the World Cup starts on the 1st of June. So, you know, still a lot of time for our guys to get game time, for our guys to show what they are doing, show some good work in practice and in the training sessions so they can get on the field. You know, for those who are thinking that they are just fighting against our players and don't want to give us game time, you have to remember that when they pick players, they have a strategic plan in mind. They are saying, all right, these guys are going to be the starters. These are the supporting players that will, you know, help the guys to train. They might get a 1 or 2 game, and if they, you know, show like they are ready, they might get a prolonged run in the teams or in the team. So these are things that we have to understand. I know that we are passionate and we love our players, and our players are the best in the world, best things in sliced bread and all of that. But we still have to remember that other players are out there that, you know, other people would argue that they are more consistent than our players. So, you know, we have to be able to look at it both ways. Even somebody like a Sheffield Rutherford, you know, Rutherford finished off his, well, the last couple of international games that we played prior to the beginning of the IPL. You understand? He looked good. I was hoping that, you know, he would go in and would be able to play a major role in his team. You understand? Over the last, I would say probably 18, 19 months, close to 2 years or so. You know, he has really come into his own. He's doing his thing. So going into the T20 World Cup, he's another one that we are hoping that we'll get some more game time. You understand? Quite a few of them are viewers and subscribers, which is Shea Hope and Hetmeyer, they are getting game time. You understand? Well, Nicholas Pooran and Hetmeyer, they are getting game time. Pooran playing some good innings. Hetmeyer chipping in for his team. You understand? Here and there. You know, we're still not too sure. So, I mean, we're sitting here, my viewers and subscribers, and I am thinking, and, you know, I am sure that the selectors and the coach, alongside the captain, you know, they were like, all right, IPL is coming up. Let us see how our players will perform. Let us see how we can probably structure the team, the batting lineup. Because sometimes, you know, CWI, they will take cues from franchise teams to see how to set up their batting lineup. You understand? They might see a man that we usually have as a man to bat at number 5 or so, opening the innings. They might see a bowler getting a chance to open the innings, to do some pinch hitting. Sometimes CWI will take something from that. But when you have our players not getting game time, it's a bit tough. And as I said, I'm not trying to call out anybody or say anything, because it's only 3 games I think each team have so far. And as I said, I understand the thing of you know, I understand how team sport works. You understand? You get a unit together. You said this is probably your best 11 to go out there. You're going to give them a couple of run. You understand? And when you purchase a man, or when you pick a man, it doesn't necessarily mean that he is going to be in your playing 11. You understand? Sometimes you even splash the cash on a player because you don't want an next team to be able to pick them up. You understand? That is how the world of you know, sports go when you're drafting and buying players and stuff like that. So I just wanted to reason on that a little bit. As I said, I know it's early days yet. You understand? Only 3 or so games, so I know the players will have a lot of time to to show some work in the training sessions and to probably get a look in. But to the subscriber that I was having the conversation with in the comment section, that is saying that our players are still up there with the best in the world. What I would ask is, why are they not the first names on the paper like when we had those guys that I mentioned before? I mean, Puran is a hot commodity, he's still there. People like Hetmaya is still there. You understand? Alzari, we see his struggles right now and thing. So if we're still up there with the best amongst the world, why is it that Narayan is there but he's not playing international cricket, so I'm not looking at him? Andre Russell is among, he has been there for a while. So the youngsters that I am talking about now, that people saying that they are still consistent and they are still as good as what's happening around the world, why are they not this? We are known to be boundary hitting teams, right? We are known to be a boundary hitting team. Our players are quote unquote boundary beaters, ball beaters. So why is it that and I am not bashing the players, I'm just trying to understand if they are still that consistent like the guys we had before. Why is it that they are not the ones filling the stadiums and stuff? I might be losing it. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Big up on yourself.